What's up, everyone? Welcome to Dark Rainbow Coming 101. DJ Aspirin here. Originally I wanted to do my McDonald's toys because I have a red bag. I would put my McDonald's and Burger King and Pizza Hut and Wendy's toys in it when I was a kid. And I just don't know where I put it, so I had to wait on that. I gotta hunt them down. This is why when you clean, you don't remember where you put them. But yeah, so I decided to do of course, another Ninja Turtle toy. As you can see, we're going to do the original of my favorite ones. But I don't have my little booklet that I have all the different kinds of Ninja Turtles, different accessory colors, different paint job on them. But I'm going to do my best to memorize it because it's been a while since I looked at my little book that I actually wrote. No, it's not been published. I've been wanting to do publishing, but someone beat me to the punch. But the only difference is I actually got more information than other books. But anyways, so we're going to do this, and we're going to do the new version and a reissue version of this character, which is also, like I said, one of my ultimate favorites. I want to find him in the Super Cell version, which I love. How they made that. Not just like they reissued the toy and had more joints, more colors to it, but they also have a comic book version toy as well. I think that was NACA. I believe that was NACA. But so let's go up and see how they look like up and close. I'll start with the original one. There's a whole bunch of versions of this one. As you can see, Fillet is one of my ultimate favorite characters. The mutant animals. And this one was 20 bucks. Believe it or not, these were cheaper back then. As you can see, also is the fact that he hasn't been punched out. It's still attached to it. And I'm pretty sure right away you're like, oh, mine looks different than yours. Yes, I guarantee it. Yours is different. Now, don't forget that there's a whole bunch of different versions of it. Like, you got this one that is not changeable. When they first started, they didn't have a changeable color. When you hit the water, it changes to a different color. Sometimes they last long, sometimes they just don't go back to normal, and then you have whatever the heck the color was back then underneath and everything. Fist fighting fish. Dude. And also you could tell the turtle's logo is right here on top, which is normally is over here, and also sometimes right there. So this is a little different, as you can see. Do you have the turtle logo right there as well? It's so awesome. And then you got the back. And I don't know what it is. Every time you look in the back, of course, they show you what they're supposed to look with the colors, but they got lazy. As you can see, first pizza point, or one pizza point, I should say. And then when you see stuff like this, people are like, "Oh, that's not rare." And dude, shut up, man. You know, when they had stuff like that and made in China, they don't. And then later on down the line, they tore those out. Like they sealed them up so that you don't see Mako, you don't see made in China. It just says, you know, Playmates and, you know, Mortgage Studio, stuff like that. They don't do anything else. But let's do up and close. As you can see, slice and dice and shred. These were like the ultimate thing to must have when it comes to turtle toys. I remember when they first came out, it was just only Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael. I believe Splinter was involved in it. And then Mouser and Leonardo and Shredder. I can't remember if Shredder was. Yeah, I think Shredder was later on. But they finally put them all four together and everything else, which is really cool. And then you got over here how they look. I'm just mind blowing every time I see it. But look at, they changed the back of the Sword Shell Turtle of Donatello, because remember they added a green in there for the look. They didn't fix his belt. What is going on with this? There we go. They didn't fix Donatello's belt right there, which I don't know. I thought it was cool. I kind of did the same thing right there. Piece of face was painted different. Slash's belt is purple in that one. Scumbug boot was black, which it is, and that's I would have to say that's one of the rare ones when it comes to accessory paint and everything. There's that. And if you thought that was weird, check this one out. They call this from Mexico. That's what they're calling it. And as you can see, painted completely different, and that's where he's mostly painted more. As you can see, that the shoes are still the same, the fin is still the same, the washer is still the same. It's just in the middle piece. Now this one right here is actually a changeable paint job. So underneath it could be like a purple V or a blue vest underneath it as well. So again, originally when he first came out, he did not change anything, and then later on in the future, he changes his color and everything else. Like I said, there's also a regular purple V, a blue chest, or you got like blue V, yellow chest. Sometimes a red V, and then you have a yellow chest. I mean, there is a list of different colors on him, and they went crazy with that kind of stuff. But if you notice, the logo for the turtles is right here on the side, right there. But the difference is that the name in the middle is not there, because they actually put a sticker on the bottom right there where you guys can see it. And they didn't have the cartoons of him just flowing around. Like, look over here. Look at how that he's attacking Bebop. Bebop's scared of his life and everything. See that? Over here, you got Penacon, and you got Mondo Gecko, and then you go down here, there's Raphael. Usually they consider this as Europe or Mexico thing. But if you look on the top up here, it says not recommended for small children under 4, and it says in a different language right there, which they don't say that on here for the other toy. But and again, they don't paint him. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, see the paint job above his eyebrow? Sometimes they paint that darker. Some of them don't even have that painted. What do you got? Let's see. You got... It seemed like there's more on this one. I think there's more around his eyes compared to this one, just spot on. Now, let's check out the back. Look at 2 pizza points, 2-point pizza. Woohoo! What's up with that, man? And then you got the basic California one that says 1 point, but this one has 2 points. And it says right there again, the parts and everything. And you got the toys in the background. Completely different. And look at, they actually have all named for every toy in their own language also. And it tells you who they are and everything. It's like all the wacky action figure turtles. You come up here and you see all the bad guys. And you see all the good guys and everything. I think. Yeah, hey kids want to take over the world. And it says in Spanish right there on the bottom. Same thing. We're looking for a few good mutants, and it says on the bottom. Over here, obviously don't say that. But it's pretty crazy how they line them up, you know. I mean, for some reason why it looks pretty cool like this than it does with that. This one actually tells you the name of the accessories. This one doesn't. So I guess you didn't have room because you got to put all this on there. Pretty crazy, huh, guys? But again, the picture for this one is a lot more bigger, more, I don't want to say like 2-inch bigger than what we got over here. I wish they would have kept that color for Shredder. That Shredder right there looks way better than what we captured, because look at it, you don't have his stupid eyebrows over his thing, because it's painted over like it's supposed to. And the color looks way better than what we got for Shredder. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Shredder from ADA because I grew up with it. But every time I see this Shredder right here, he looks fantastic. I mean, he looks great. So, as times go by, we got the new version. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It's cute, but it's just not our Ray. You know what I mean? It's just, you could call it what you want, the men Ray. You could call it what you want, but it's just not our Ray. I mean, we get this teeny tiny little weapon compared to what we get over here. You know, he's in a wetsuit and everything. His eyes stitched up. He's wearing one goggles, which is kind of okay for designing. He has some cool design in the background, which I'm surprised Playmates did all that because they usually never do stuff like that. But this is supposed to be painted like yellow because it's still attached to the scuba diver stuff. And only in fact, he looks pretty buff compared to the original one, but I'm going to have to say the original wins. I cannot say that this new version is better than the original because I don't agree with that. Of course, on the back, it's nothing like what it is. And Ray's actually painted in a different color than it's supposed to be. These are hard to find, man. I think I have Michelangelo, and I have Raphael, and I think I have Leo. Yeah, I think I have Leo, but Spock, the Dontel one, like we actually have the Star Trek version in the old days. They redid all of these as well. But back to here. All right, guys, put your comments down below on this one. Which one was your ultimate favorite? Pretty sure the kids these days or the younger are going to say the new version, but us true old school fans are going to say the old school is 10 times better than the design for this one. I don't know, something about their design they did for the new one is just kind of off. I mean, I don't know. The guy who did the artwork for it wasn't. I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, Scumbag. I expect the Scumbag to be a little bit cooler looking, but no, they decided to make him look like that. I made them all like that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But it was kind of hard to find in the stores. I finally found them at Walmart. And that. But we're not done yet because they remade it. This is a new reissue. I mean, there's been reissues before in the past, but this is the latest one. Now let's compare them, because I already can see the differences. When I first got him, the reissue one, I'm like, there's something off. Yeah. So apparently they went with the old school look. This actually does not change with the cold or the water. It's just solid paint job. Now, if you look at the V, everything looks good. Everything looks good. Belt is the same color. But look at, okay, so they put a black liner around his smile. He does not have one. They didn't paint that. What else we got? And that little paint job I was telling you about above his eyelid. Remember that? He does not have one either. Doesn't have one. They didn't paint that as well. Which, like I said, it gives him character when you do stuff like this. A little spawn all over his face. Still, nothing. The eyes, it's more solid on the new one because look at the eyes on the old one. Like they put the black and then they paint the blue around it. But with this one, it's all solid blue, and it's a lot darker blue than the original one. And they just dot it right in the middle with the black. I'm not surprised they actually painted all this right here, because they usually just leave it all like one color. But I'm very stoked about how they did that. And underneath it, as you can see, 2003 Playmates Viacom. The hole underneath his feet is a little bit more wider than normal. So yeah, like I said before, just because I did a review doesn't mean we won't see him again. I got more Fillet toys coming. They're in California still. So once I get all my stuff back, we will do way more reviews of the turtles and then do more comparison on original, reissued, other toys that it's the same age but painted differently. I love doing those. But as far as right now, like I said before, the new version, they're either doing less paint job or they're doing less weapons, which he does have as all his weapons. I just don't remember what I put the star and his little buddy. I think I put it in the bag somewhere. But as far as right now, that is it. I love all of it. I was really stoked to actually redo this. You know, like I said, I got other reissue ones. I don't know if I remember if I put them on this website. I had to look through it. But again, I had to start all over with the channel. So we'll do the review way better, with better quality and everything. We'll have some fun. And I promise, like I said before, I do not want to overdo on the hours or the times of my reviews. I know I make them long in the old one. I just want to make sure this is actually not too long for you to watch, because if you watch a video that's super long, it drags. It gets pretty boring after a while, so I don't want to do that to you guys. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. I'm surprised they actually painted the red part around his arm. But as far as right now, it looks pretty good. Just double. Oh wait, I see something different. They didn't paint his watch right there. It's not yellow. Not yellow. Not yellow. Ooh, you think I would have noticed? Huh? You didn't think I was gonna notice that? But anyways. So again, the new version, they did not put any black liner around his lips, and they didn't paint like the darker green ocean color around his eyes with the spots and everything. Did not paint the watch. To me, it seems like, I know it's not the greatest justice on camera, but to me, the yellow seems more mustard on his chest than the old one. The old one has more like a neon yellowish color to it. Right. I do like the cards. Like I said before, I mean, this is what catches our eyes also, is like the cartoon when they do stuff like this, like action figure and action of the old figure of the toy, and or they do random stuff like this, because there's different version of this with a set of Pentagon. It'd be like Michelangelo over here, Shredder's over here, Splinter's down there, stuff like that. I love when they do stuff like that. Like if you see the new version, it's just like, it's just not as good. Yeah, we got a little collector hook, whoopie-doo. And I don't like the logos. Looks like some 8-year-old made that. And this is cool too. I mean, that does kind of help you a little bit to look into the toy section to figure which one's what. But still, it's like some 8-year-old kid draw this, like, oh, hey, son, draw it for me. And they're like, oh, okay, daddy. And then that happened. But then you got over here with the artwork, which is absolutely amazing. This beautiful work, you know. They should have kept it like this. And I think they stopped doing that since 1997 when Next Mutation came out. It wasn't as creative. It was pretty color looking card, but it just wasn't as beautiful as the original turtle pictures. I like when they do artwork. That's just me. I just like it. Alright guys, so put your comments down below and tell me what you guys think. Which one do you prefer, the new version or the original version? Yes, like I said, yes, y'all of you were like, oh, we already got the original, what do I need a reissue one? Like I said, I am that sucker. I am that fool that likes to get the same toy if it's different. If I see one little paint job, like, what if, for example, what if he did have a smiley on the next one, like the black line? I want that. Or maybe they did add on the eyes, but the lips is not. I still want that. So if you notice anything different on your little array, put your comments down below. Tell me which ones Which one do you prefer? This color? You like that color? You like the purple V one? You like the blue V? I mean, I like the blue V. I want the purple chest too. I like the fact that they actually do change colors. I prefer that over the original when it doesn't change colors. I prefer that with the changing color ones. But again, there's so many different versions of Ray when it comes to the original. New one, I haven't really seen much, like any differences and everything. So if you see anything different, put your comments down below. So put your comments down below on anything you want to put or want to share with Ray. The only thing that's kind of a downer for the new version, they have Post Malone as Ray, and I don't like Post Malone. I just don't like him. Not my cup of tea of music, and I just don't care. But it's Nickelodeon. They always do that. They always put something like, okay, we're gonna have someone for the kids who actually is popular. We'll put him on there for you guys. Which I'm like, dude, just stop. You know, just yeah. It took me a while to get used to the new voice cast of Turtles. And Michelangelo, I think they could just work a little bit better with Michelangelo on a new version. But everyone else is good. But yeah, comments down below. And if you have any things you want to share, if you want to show me some of your videos of your review, because you want to say, hey, mine does this, mine has a different paint job, I had something more of this, you know, whatever you want to show me, feel free. I would like to check out your reviews and help support you as well, and I will comment on it and like it. So as far as right now, that is it for this one. Again, we will see more of these later on in the future. I do want to get one of this one, a new one, open, but he was hard to find. Like literally, I think I found him at, no, you know what, I did find him at Target. I found you at Target. That's where I found him. But yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe to this channel. We will do all reviews of old school toys and new school, and I post up my DJ stuff as well on here in case you're looking for newer music or whatever. And if you're coming to Colorado and you want some cool clubs, feel free to set it up, and I'll tell you good places to go check out and everything. And I will do some more live videos as well of bands and everything else. So subscribe, hit that bell button so you know when I come up with something brand new review. And as far as right now, that is it. Share this video, push the like button. Seriously, the like button helps a lot for the channel. I didn't believe it until I realized this. When people start pushing likes, it does help the channel to be more out there. But as far as right now, something caught my eye. I don't know what it was. Something caught my eye. I was like, wait a minute. What was it? Ray's drunk. Alright, I'm trying to see. I saw something that caught my eye. I don't know what it was. As far as right now, that is it, guys. Thank you again for supporting and commenting and everything else, guys. You guys are awesome from day one. This is the new channel again. The old channel got all screwed up because of someone, and yeah, gotta start over, but it's okay. We'll do it better than we did before in the past. As far as right now, I'm pretty sure you'll notice the cars are different. Again, anything that's different, put your comments down below and point them out. As right now, that is it. Thank you 1,000 times. You guys are awesome, and happy hunting, everybody. See y'all later.